What is up? We are back in black in the building. Man, we've made it back another day. Man, shout out to everybody out there at the Core Plantation doing what they got to do to survive. Shout out to everybody out there. My brother Dave from No Compromise. My brother James Youngblood. Shawnee, Erica, Florida and Philly in the building. Stand up. All my siblings, cousin, everybody, Brian, Tasha, Luangelo, the homegirl, Melina, homegirl, Jerica, everybody out there, man. It's Tanya, Latanya, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that's out there in this so-called life that we trying to walk through. Man, I got another one. And I'm not, look, we gonna do a puff, we're gonna do a bad boy, and another one. Every time they want to bring up what the fuck we doing, we gonna bring up what the fuck they doing. Protecting and serving. So we got some information on some of the shit that they're doing. A correctional officer doing some illegal things in the prisons. So we gonna get to it. We gonna let y'all see it on your own. Yep. Hold on. Let me find it. Yeah. Let's see. Here we go. Let's get into it. I got a little bit of audio, so we're going to listen to a little bit of what's going on. Let's see if we can find some footage.
In a world that never ceases to surprise, a shocking story emerges from Suffolk County, New York.
Yeah, I want y'all to hear this. I really do. Let's get into it. We gonna hear this, man. This is a little bit of audio. Somebody else. I got some news audio too. Yeah, y'all hear my dog snoring, but I want to see what this person is talking about first. Let's see.
Correctional officer Jason Middleton was apprehended recently under deeply disturbing circumstances. Middleton is accused of using his position of power in the most egregious way imaginable, forcing an inmate to perform a sexual act under duress while threatening severe repercussions.
I got the news story behind this too, so.
The charges against Middleton include third-degree criminal sexual act and official misconduct. Investigations reveal that he cunningly maneuvered the inmate to a blind spot, a place concealed from the probing eyes of...
And you know what's so funny? I cannot find out if it's a woman or a man. I think this is a woman's correctional facility. Either way, though, they're being very vague with this information.
Security cameras hiding his nefarious deeds from the surveillance system. Middleton's alleged demands were not just degrading, but also menacing. He is said to have demanded oral sex from the inmate, coupling his request with a chilling threat. The threat was of planting contraband in the inmate's cell, an act that could have severe implications for the inmate's sentence if he refused to comply. The Public Corruption Squad, always vigilant and committed to justice.
Okay, that sounds like some teller shit. Well, here, hold on. Let's see what else we can find. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. We're going to find something.
New right now, prosecutors say a Suffolk corrections officer has been arrested for sexually assaulting an inmate. The district attorney's office says 35-year-old Jason Middleton forced an inmate to perform oral sex at the Riverhead jail in an area where he knew there were no cameras. According to prosecutors, Middleton threatened to plant illegal contraband in the inmate's cell if they said no. We're told it happened between April and September of this year.
Wow. Now, let's put the music back on. All right. So we know who it is. Let's see. Let's see what we can read. Because they don't have a whole lot on this. You know, I had to do some digging. You know what I mean? And then you know all these news media outlets, they will hide the story. Hold on, let's see. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they will hide, yeah. They'll hide the story. Man, y'all don't know what I had to do. And then they only got like little briefs on it. They're not going into detail, which I think is kind of odd. Let me see what I can find. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Oh, my God. And then all these, man, these news outlets, man, these be bullshit. Man. All right, here we go. Let me go. Jason Middleton, age 35 of Central Islip, was arrested Friday, November 24th, stemming from an alleged incident at the Suffolk County Jail in Riverhead. An investigation found that between April and September of 2023, Middleton escorted an inmate into a utility walkway between jail cells where he knew was hidden from security camera view. Once in the camera's blind spot, Middleton ordered the inmate to perform a sexual act on him, and the inmate complied, according to prosecutors. Now I'm trying to figure out who it is. Must have been some women. Prior to the alleged assault, Middleton had threatened that if the inmate ever disobeyed him, he would plant contraband in the victim's cell that would likely earn them additional criminal charges, and prosecutors said. On Friday, Middleton was arrested by members of the Suffolk County District Attorney's Public Corruption Squad. I am shocked and disgusted by the acts of this correction officer, and this is something we have absolutely no tolerance for, said Suffolk County Sheriff Errol Tulin Jr. Make no mistake, this is no reflection of the men and women of the Suffolk County Sheriff's Office who work hard day after day and take their oath of duty seriously. Middleton is charged with criminal sex act, a felony, and official misconduct, a misdemeanor. All right, let's talk about it. You like, all right, well, man, why you talking about this? Because they find it so easy to find FBA men and bring them up on all these sexual charges, right? You know, we already talked about the Bill Cosby's, the R. Kellys, the Puffys, the Jonathan Majors, the Cuba Goodings, the Marcellus Waleys, right? This is a fucking law enforcement officer. I'm gonna say it one more time. This is a law enforcement officer. We don't see nobody talking about these motherfuckers. And these are the main motherfuckers committing these crimes. Because the law is in their hands. They control the law. They bend the law to their will. But y'all sitting up here want to focus on FBA men and fuck with them the whole goddamn time. Why? Where are all the people at that's picking in and coming out? When they talk about Puffy, everybody came out. Oh yeah, Puffy. What they tell that girl? Oh yeah, girl. Stand up for yourself. And I feel sorry for you. All these other motherfuckers just piling on. Well, where are these people at piling on Mr. Jason Middleton? Where are the people at? Where are the picket signs? Where's everybody at? Like, hey man, these people came to defend themselves, and you ain't here doing this shit. And you just see this picture. He just got a very arrogant smug on his face, like, oh, fucking well. What? I'm just not going to be a correction officer? Oh, well, I'll do it again. That's because White is right in his mind, and he know, what the fuck he gonna do? Pay a fine? He ain't gonna get no jail time. He don't care. He got a police officer, friend, or friends, or people in high places. Why? They steady up there fucking with Puffy and Cuba Gooding Jr. and Marcellus Wiley and all the other FBA men. But you got these dominant society motherfuckers out here just doing whatever the fuck they want behind the badge. And then they expect us to fucking believe in law enforcement. Hey man, that's what they here to protect and serve. Yeah, to protect and serve their own sexual deviant choices that they fucking make. They ain't got time to be protecting and serving you. Look, that's why motherfuckers want to work at the prison. Shit, put me at the prison. Shit, I'm gonna get mines off no matter what the fuck these niggas talking about. That's why motherfuckers want to work at the prison. That's why all these dope fiend dominant society motherfuckers, yeah man, send me to the prison. Man, nigga, what? To the prison? You in prison just like them, really? But they don't look at it that way. Cool. Shit, cause I'm gonna get mine off no matter what. They gotta listen to me anyway. I just plant evidence on their asses. That's exactly what he's saying. And I don't see nobody saying a motherfucking thing about that shit. But yet again, motherfuckers want to comment on FBA men. And I seen this clip of, speaking of FBA men, I seen this clip. Shout out to T.I. and his family. And I seen this clip, his youngster, just a little bit, you know, he just a little spoiled nigga, that's all. That's all. He just spoiled nigga. Don't look at that clip that youngster put on there and made it seem like T.I. and Tiny are just these horrible people. No, they not. Those kids grew up privileged. I see the oldest kid talking about, oh man, I wish I had my mom around more. Okay, well then this is what I tell T.I. and Tiny's kids. Oh, you want to trade places? Because I can find a whole bunch of FBA kids, they ain't got their parents in their life and they broke. So let's just trade places. We put you out there on the streets for real. That's all that is. They just coddled and spoiled. That's all that is. Don't feed into that. And don't make judgment on that, because if you grew up privileged, we don't know how you would view the world too. They don't want to be, some of them kids don't want to be linked with T.I. and Tiny and having money and all that, you know, because they know a lot of kids are envious of that and it makes them feel bad. See, sometimes when you grow up privileged, it makes you kind of feel bad probably because everybody else ain't grew up like you. But that ain't nothing but just FBA. That's FBA problems. So dominant society people, stay out of that. And I notice how they putting it on the blogs, putting it everywhere. Stop putting everything on goddamn social media. And even if you see Tiny and T.I.'s kids or other people's kids that are FBA putting their business on social media, you talk to them as if that's your cousin or if that's your first or second cousin. You better listen to your parents. That's what you're supposed to be telling them kids. Don't be up there talking about, oh yeah man, T.I. and Tiny wasn't around. Y'all stop that bullshit. Stop that. Stop aiding and abetting these children that are privileged and making them feel like they right. Trying to put their parents on blast. No. You correct that. The first thing I wanted to do was jump through that damn phone and tell that little boy, man, nigga, sit your ass down and listen to your parents. You think you know what the fuck going on. You talking about you standing on business. No, you standing on T.I. and Tiny's business. You ain't standing on your own business. You ain't built a motherfucking thing. And you don't know what T.I. and Tiny had to go through to build that empire too. We just we're on the exterior looking at what they going on. But I'm gonna say it again, that's FBA business. So every other racial group, stay out of that and don't worry about that shit. T.I. and Tiny will handle it accordingly. We don't need every other racial group getting in it trying to make it seem like T.I. and Tiny are bad parents. That's FBA business and don't worry about that. Man, he just a spoiled little kid that don't understand what's going on in life right now. And as he get older, he'll understand it. And T.I. and Tiny got his ass. Don't even worry about it. He like his grandmama wasn't there. T.I.'s mama or Tiny's mama. He lucky his grandmama, his grandmamas wasn't there. You know, they don't play that shit. They got all in his ass. I just know because, you know, they put the shit all on social media, then everybody run with it, and then everybody want to judge how T.I. and Tiny parent. Man, stop worrying about how they parent. They FBA. How do FBA parents parent? We parent to the best of our abilities type shit. Ain't no fucking rubric or no goddamn fucking cliff notes for FBA parents when we've come from descendants of slavery and built this country for free without repayment. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all motherfuckers is treating Tiny and T.I. like they're not FBA and they don't come from slavery like we all do. And if we all come from slavery and we ain't never really had nothing, then we do get something, sometimes we are out of place. And we feel misplaced because everybody else around us ain't as privileged as us. That's why we gotta stop focusing on FBA and let's start focusing on these other racial groups that's doing shit that's ill-advised and shit that they ain't supposed to be doing. Like Jason Middleton. Supposed to be protecting and serving. He protecting and serving, all right. That nigga serving his own sexual needs. That's what the fuck he doing in the goddamn pay. That motherfucker probably couldn't work to go to work. Shit. I'm just saying, every motherfucking FBA that they want to bring up, I'm gonna bring up one of theirs. So people can see what's going on, because they're so quick to put us out there as the sexual deviants and the sexual predators, and we take the names for all this sucker shit, and then when it comes to the dominant society, they have all these articles on the internet, and I'm literally telling y'all, it takes an act of Congress to really find a full article and audio, because they do not want to put that shit out there. It's like, damn. When it comes to they misdeeds and all that shit, you can find Waldo, can't find these motherfuckers. But when it comes to black folk, they put it on every news, magazine news, everything. I told y'all before, I'm gonna say it again. I feel like there's a personal agenda on pushing the negativity of FBA families, FBA relationships, FBA wealth, FBA positivity. I don't care what you say. Look at Tyler Perry, FBA, try to buy BET. They like, all right, nigga, $2 billion. Okay, well, I got $2 billion. My bad, nigga. We were just seeing if you had it. $3 billion now. Well, nigga, I ain't got $3 billion. I know you ain't got it. So you ain't gonna get it, nigga. So get the fuck on, keep doing them goddamn bullshit ass movies, because you ain't buying it. That's basically how they do us. And we're not even looking at it from that perspective. Gotta wake up, man. There's an understanding that we need to have. You know what I mean? We can't allow people to just wake up one day and be like, I identify as bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't allow a lot of that. No, we gotta stay focused. Stop going along with the okie doke. And ain't nothing wrong with getting therapy and all that other stuff, but y'all need to understand, if the dominant society is pushing something, you better step back away from it. Get back, because it's going to blow up in your face. Don't be on the, well, the dominant society is doing it. Yeah, and the dominant society also was lynching us too, motherfucker. So stop with the bullshit. The dominant society was also keeping the intelligent FBA around them so they can invent the shit and then they can own it in the PAD's office. So stop. They've done too much wicked shit. So don't just go along with any program that they got going on because you feel like, well, they right anyway. No, they not. I'm not saying that therapy is not needed, but what I'm saying is stop just going along with whatever agenda they push. Man, get some therapy, because they tend to get some therapy. Nigga, that shit gonna work in court for them. I remember there was a kid, I forgot his name, and he was wealthy, and he like got drunk, hit somebody and killed him, and his defense attorney said he suffers from affluenza. He's too affluent. That's why he don't know the difference between right and wrong, because he's got too much money, so he doesn't know. Like, this is the type of shit that they do. Go look it up. Affluenza. He's too affluent. That was their defense. That's why y'all gotta be. Look, man, y'all motherfuckers better understand, y'all not them. I don't give a fuck how much you know the law. You can spout all the law shit you want to spout, but I'm telling you right now, at the end of the day, you ain't them. Shit. Motherfuckers, you know, I'm daring a nigga to wake up one morning and go to a woman's bathroom talking about I identify as a woman. Your black ass going to jail. And I don't give a fuck how much you talk about. I identify as a woman. They gonna be like, all right, nigga. Well, you can identify as a woman in prison and take all your merchandise with you too, motherfucker. Shit. Knowing good and damn well, and you notice, man, you don't ever really hear no black correctional officers just doing some sucker shit. Last time you heard some black cops is when they was fucking that white woman that was on the police force, and she was all with it, and then another nigga who probably wasn't a nigga that was hating at the police station and threw all them niggas under the bus. That's all that shit. That's all that was. I'm telling you, that's all that was. You better go read the ISIS papers by Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. Shit. You better go read that shit. That woman was all for it, and nobody was saying shit about it, and then all of a sudden it was another officer that worked at that place that wasn't a black man, and let me tell you something, and that white woman did not want to give that other police officer no pussy, so that motherfucker told on everybody, and told on the black nigga in charge too. She was giving the nigga in charge pussy too. That nigga like, well, shit, I ain't tripping. Y'all know how niggas are. Shit. Now some niggas be like, nah, I'm cool. Some niggas would have been like, shit. If I was on the police force, I'd have been like, well, let me go first, and then y'all tell me how it was after me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, look, let me tell you something. You put about 6-7 black niggas on a job, FBA men, that masculinity will run it over, and those women will come. It's like a pheromone, and those women gonna come running over there. And maybe not the sisters, but any women, they gonna come running over there. And that white woman came running over there to them brothers. Shit, she wanted her cup to run it over. Shit. Her storage is empty, and she is available to you. And let me tell you, you like men when you lie? No, I'm not lying. I'm telling you. Because the girl even said it was a police officer, basically, that wanted one pussy too, and she's like, no, he wasn't black. So that motherfucker told. It told on everybody. And that's how all the motherfuckers got busted. And that's why that woman, what you did, then the woman went into victim mode. Y'all need to understand, you are in danger. Every time you leave your house, every time when you go to the court plantation, you in danger. You're not like these dominant society. That's how bold that Jason Middleton was. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't care. He go work somewhere else. Black folk, we can't be like them. That's why all those black police officers lost their jobs behind that shit. And see, that's fucked up. She should have been the first person to get fired. What the fuck you doing fucking on all these niggas? Just straight doing a gangbang type shit. Just passing that bitch around. I mean, they threw a party on that pussy type shit. And it's like, but then they gonna get fired. And we have to understand that. We have to understand at work, it ain't meant for you to be doing that shit. It's just not. I remember a long time ago, this was years, eons ago. They had a little corporate party. They called it a mix and mingle. I told my family members about that shit. These motherfuckers was coming out the bag. I'm talking about motherfuckers touchy, feely, basically taking their panties off and, you know, just doing nasty shit. You know, just being nasty. But see, this is the thing, they know. This is when I used to drink. They didn't know. It was me and my white homeboy. I ain't gonna put his name out there. But we was up there chilling at the bar, just drinking Long Island iced teas. We drink, so we just chopped up drinking. We talk about the job, talking about, you know, we need to get paid more, frustrated. You know how that be. And then other niggas that we knew would come up and chill and chop it up with us. And then we started watching people come out the bag. Nuke remember this shit. Shout out to Nuke and Sister Cobweb. Shout out to Nuke. Nuke is handling business, y'all. Nuke is still a co-member of this podcast. She's just busy. Nuke remember this shit. And then these women, because you know a lot of these women, they can't handle their liquor. And then when, you know, they get around brothers or, you know what I'm saying, especially brothers that are confident. Like me, I wasn't tripping. I'm not no predator. I'm not going to go there and get women drunk and just try to get to fucking on them because, you know, I just ain't into that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't into all that. You know, a woman can say they raped you raped them, all kinds of shit. Even though this was before the Me Too era, still, I just wasn't on that. So we get there. I'll never forget, man, this lady, very, very nice lady. But that day, she just happened to come out the bag. Tried to hug me and kiss me on the cheek. I had to stop that bitch. I had to tell her, I don't do stuff like that. And I had to tell her, like, nah, you know, because motherfuckers think that you drunk. No, I'm not drunk. I'm very coherent. And I'm very clear-minded, and I know what the fuck is going on. I had to stop her a couple of times. Too touchy-feely. Yeah, because I don't want nobody going back to jobs saying I was trying to take that pussy. So, nah. And you have to know how to conduct yourself. And I did. You know what I mean? I remember even Nuke, remember? Nuke was like, I'm proud of you that you're that. Motherfuckers be thinking I'll be the one. Nah, man, I don't do sucking shit like that because women can twist that shit. And you got to remember, you work with these people. So you up here trying to fuck on everybody that you work with. You get back to the job. All it takes is two women to be like, oh, girl, you know he fucked me. Oh, well, shit. I fucked him too. Oh, okay. Operation HR, get his ass about the paint. So it's like, you got to know how to conduct yourself. You can't do what the dominant society do. Even my white homeboy that was there with me and him, because he worked in a different department too, but he said the same shit. He was like, man, these women are crazy. And he was white. He was like, these women are crazy, man, Warren G. I'm like, man, because we just over there in the cut, me, him, and I forgot the other brother that was over there, but he was like kind of in and out, you know. And we just chopping up, having a couple drinks at the bar, but we didn't come out the bag. Everybody else did. We laughing at their asses. And that's how you gotta be when you at work functions and party functions. Don't get to showing your ass. When you get invited to a work function, I don't care if everybody take their damn clothes off. I don't care if it's a woman that's throwing the party and she the main one. It's like, all right, everybody take their clothes off. You say, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, oh, don't be like that. No, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Because you gotta remember, you are an FBA brother. You know what I'm saying? And if I did that then, way before the Me Too era, imagine now. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even go to no damn bar with nobody from work at this point. Because that could get twisted, turned around. You'd be damn near having to ask for the goddamn video footage to clear your name at the damn job. See, I was a lot younger than this. Was years ago. About, I don't know how many years ago this was. This is over 13, 14 years ago. And I was young, but I wasn't stupid. So I was like, nah, nigga, I done been to enough job functions. I just, had my long iced teas and chill. And I did. This is a true story. My boy Ted, he remember. I ain't gonna say his last name, but Ted. Teddy Rusty, motherfucker, that was my nigga. That dude was like, man, Warren, that lady's out of control. He was shocked. He looked at me. I'm telling you, y'all, this shit happens. He looked at me, he was like, man, that lady ain't never acted like that at work. I said, man, she had too much to drink. That bitch tried to kiss me on the cheek and looked like, hey, man, I don't know you. Shit. Now, she lucky that was only 10, 15 years ago. Because if that had been in 2003, I would have pulled my pants down. Right at the bar. I would have got an indecent exposure looking at. No, I'll fuck with y'all. But I'm just saying, man, I'm glad that I was able to restrain myself, even, having some liquor and just relax. And plus, too, that's called not being thirsty. Like, man, And then that lady was trying to be extra nice to me at work after that. She was still trying to give me something. I was like, nah, man, that's not how you do that. That's not classy. And you like, Warren, why you saying this? I'm saying this to let you understand. You cannot act like they act. Just because they like, everybody take their pants off. Shit, they said take our pants off, man, Warren. Man, What the fuck? No, sometimes you gotta refrain from that. And Jason Middleton, you're not him. That's why if you look at the look on his face, he's very arrogant because he don't give a fuck. Because he like, shit, I don't care. Shit. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. I'm white in the dominant society. Well, you're not. So you have to understand what the fuck you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And you have to understand too, you're not them. It's called class. We've already talked about this. Have some intrinsic value in yourself. There's a lot of rules and regulations when you work at these corporate plantations. You're around a dominant society, other racial groups. Keep to yourself. Don't say shit. Hush the fuck up. Do your job. Get the fuck up out of here. Do your 8 and skate. Stop going around there, bumping your gums, standing next to the fat man at the concession stand. No. Get your shit. Get the fuck on. I get it. I was like that too at the beginning. Like, oh, what's up? Chop it up with everybody. But as you get older, you just kind of like, nah, I'm cool. And that's how you got to act because we're not them. In this dominant society, Jason Middleton, he gonna go get a job somewhere else. Watch, he probably gonna end up being filthy rich after this shit. There's gonna be so many dominant society people that's gonna be supporting him. They probably gonna blame it on the inmate. That inmate probably tried to unzip your pants, huh, Jason? Literally, he could be like, no, she tried to unzip my pants. She wanted to talk to me or whatever, whoever it was. But we ain't them. And we gotta defend FBA. And we got to stop throwing us out for the slaughter and standing with each other in public and disagreeing in private. Because let me tell you something. Again, I don't see nobody talking about Jason Middleton. I don't see nobody putting it out there. Why is this not on CNN? Why is this not on Yahoo? Why do I have to go searching and looking for this shit? This wasn't even on Twitter. I had to go looking because I'm like, let me find some officers doing some corrupt bullshit. And boom. Found them. Y'all know how long it took me to find some audio on this shit? We have to understand this, man. This is no game, and we have to understand that maybe if we don't think it's a game, fine. But you got to know the social game rules, and you have to understand the cards that you've been dealt, so you can know how to maneuver within this social atmosphere of what they call the corporate plantation of the job, and just period in life. You know, they throw all these cases on Michael Jackson and R. Kelly and Bill Cosby and all these other people, and these officers are supposed to be protecting and serving, and they straight raping women, and ain't nothing happening to them. They called some old white man that was a fucking cop. I forgot what his name was. This motherfucker was like in his 80s, and then they looked up all his history. His man that raped over 30 fucking women and killed so many women as a police officer, and they waited till this man damn near dead. Let a black man kiss a bitch on the cheek. They be like, you under arrest. For what, Mr. Officer? You kiss a bitch on the cheek. Nigga, I took it to the prom. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, that was in 1959. Oh, we don't give a fuck if it was 1909. Guilty, nigga. That's how they do niggas. So don't forget that shit. And remember, go look up this Jason Middleton. Go look up the story. You gonna find a little article on this nigga. You ain't gonna find no big article of what they plan on doing. What y'all plan on doing to change the laws so inmates ain't being harassed by correctional officers? What are y'all doing? What are y'all planning on doing? That's what I want to know. That's all I'm saying. Hey man, let me tell you something. This is the day of he said, she said, I said, he said, nobody said, let's agree he said type shit. That's what this is. Niggas just wake up like, hey man, that motherfucker raped me. Okay, well, how long ago was it? In 1967? Nigga, you wasn't born in 1985. Okay, well, my past life he raped me. Like, man, what? You can just make up anything. Literally, this is the world we're in where you niggas, like, your word don't mean shit. Just make it up. It don't fucking matter. If you said it happened. If this person is celebrity. But on the regular streets, you can be like, hey, that motherfucker raped me. Man, what? Okay, let's gather the evidence. Man, you didn't even know him. Okay, dropped. But if it's a celebrity, they will take a stab at that shit. That's why you see all the attack on the FBA men. I'm gonna still keep talking about that shit. And why there's attack on FBA men, why ain't nobody saying nothing about motherfuckers like Jason Middleton? Go look this shit up. I'm telling you right now. Cause if let me tell you something. If Jason Middleton, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. But if it's Jermaine Jackson or some shit like that, oh, that motherfucker be front page news. But hey, man, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it ain't, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to everybody out there at the Court Plantation. Man, go check out that article though. Jason Middleton, corrections officer. Go look it up. If they still even got it online. You know how these motherfuckers do. They'll wipe the internet and shit. Then y'all niggas be thinking I done made this shit up. Anyway, guilty, nigga. I'm out. Peace.